Give them nothing, but take from them everything.
Welcome back to the MetalHandOfGaming podcast. I'm your host, Wayne, and that douchebag that just made me fuck up the count is...
I'm the Rum Guy.
Oh, what a douche. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? All right. We're excited to be here and to be corona-free.
And staying 6 feet away from everybody.
And washing our hands for 30 minutes.
Right, which is a lot better than the 150 yards I used to have to stay away from people. So
Right, yeah. But that's a whole different story.
That was a different piece of paper.
Yeah. Dude, why are people going absolutely crazy over toilet paper?
You know what it is? I think it's one thing that people can control. They can't control who's going to get it. They can't control anything else. But usually in times of like stress and tragic times or whatever, they latch onto one thing.
Right.
Just think about hurricanes. Oh my God! Then all of a sudden,
oh my God!
Oh my God! I got to go out and buy every sheet of plywood. I've got to buy toilet paper and there's pork. They'll buy pork and beans. They don't even eat pork and beans, but they're buying all the cans of pork and beans. It's the same thing. Because what they're thinking is, God damn it, I need to have this necessity. Someone started this and said, oh my God, we're going to run out of toilet paper. Like everybody fucking does on Facebook and Instagram shit. They all decide, hey, we're going to run out and buy all the toilet paper. And they're doing it. Now, here's the kicker. They still have to go out and get food.
Yeah, I don't understand. I still have no idea why. Like, I missed the memo on why we needed to buy so much toilet paper.
When it's all over, they're going to have a room in their house dedicated to toilet paper for the next 10 years.
It's toilet paper. Like, I went to Walmart today, okay?
Right.
So, in the necessity aisles that you've seen people going crazy for, there is no spray Lysol to be found anywhere.
I'll be damned.
Nowhere.
I've got 9 cans I found at a house I'm at right now.
Yeah.
We're doing some work at. 9 brand new cans. I'm willing to let them go for $800 a piece.
Yeah, I think you probably could get at least 400 for them.
I don't know. One's a 2-pack, so right there.
Oh, there you go. That's at least 16.
And they're the value size cans, so that's a grand.
Nice, man. But yeah, so Lysol is one thing that's missing. Hand sanitizer is the other. Toilet paper. Water, and of all fucking weird things to be completely sold out of, ramen noodles.
Well, that's every college campus, right? Isn't it?
Well, I get that, but this is not a college campus. This is just a normal fucking Walmart, nowhere near a college campus, and
True.
Every single box, bag, and cup of ramen noodles are gone.
I think this is a great test for the zombie apocalypse.
I think it is too.
We're actually seeing there's somebody out there doing some sort of graph chart, some sort of flow chart that is showing the reaction of people to things and going, oh, and you know what? And there's another thing. For this reaction, this is why no one has come out and said, yes, there are aliens on our planet. This is the panic they're afraid of right here.
I agree.
This is why.
I agree.
Because people are stupid. They can't handle it. They can't handle the flu, apparently, and they can't handle the coronavirus.
It's just weird.
I mean, it is a little bit higher up on the chain than flu. It's right below the Spanish influenza, and for that sort of projection.
Right.
But, people still wiped their asses in 1880, and they got Spanish influenza.
I don't know, man. Like, look.
Did they have toilet paper then?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What did they do?
I think they wiped with cloth.
Like cloth. Like what did you have? Like
we would do with. Remember? No, I don't remember. It was never me. I never had these. But I'm being
like diapers.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Like I was. I don't really, of course I don't remember, but I don't know if
I
my
remember every
mom,
moment of my infancy.
I don't know if my mom ever used those on me, or if we were at that cusp, like our age group is at that cusp of where disposables came out. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know.
Like
I think your mom probably used a spoon and just scraped it out.
probably,
Scraped it.
probably.
And then flung it at people as they walked down the street.
And all I heard was like,
That's awful.
But you know what I mean? Like I'm not. I mean, so I think that's what they did, man. They probably had like this fucking disgusting, like little drapery thing with like a piece of ripped up cloth, and they would just kind of
amazing.
wipe their ass with it and stick it in a bowl.
We're probably not getting this historically accurate. Maybe they originally used the 3 seashells.
Yeah, you know, I posted that I posted that earlier this month on our Facebook page because I was like, with all this toilet paper getting used up, one of these days we're gonna have to figure out how to use these things.
But I see. I know what you're saying, man. I had a swing by. I was at Target earlier today, and just the most random shit was, and people, I mean, talking about it like, what do I get? What do I do?
They're like panicked,
You know.
bro.
I mean, they're just crazy panicked. You know, funny enough, are you familiar with Tito's Vodka?
I am.
Tito's Vodka released a statement saying, please do not use their vodka as hand sanitizer.
Wow.
Because they're only 40%, not 60%. So it may not be strong enough to actually sanitize your hands.
Right.
So I found that a weird statement for someone to release.
So people are gonna go out and buy fucking Everclear, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. Just people were just going crazy. They canceled all college classes.
Oh, dude,
everything.
I can give you the list. They like canceled the NBA season is on suspension.
NHL is done.
NHL's done. The March Madness will still go on, but they're playing the games because the reason I know this because they're playing them here. They're playing the games with no audience.
Actually, that just got changed according to what they just said about 10 minutes ago.
Really? Okay.
Because the teams on a lot of places they have to share locker room areas.
Yeah.
So they have decided that won't be feasible. They're just going to cancel it.
Wow, man. So it's a real big fucking craziness. Like we don't have there's a ban on air travel to Europe, there and back. Thank God y'all went on your cruise then.
Yeah.
What else? Well, the concert that we gave tickets away for this weekend, Brendan Schaub, has actually been canceled. Unfortunately, I was canceled in our state, which is New Orleans and Louisiana, and then also in Atlanta, Georgia. So it was canceled in both those shows were canceled for him. Mm-hmm. There's just so much shit going on that's being canceled. It's crazy.
Here's what's weird I'm finding with the college cancellations is, let's say up here right now, and I know there's a lot of states doing exactly the same thing, even North Carolina, Georgia classes. Of course, they're saying, they're all going to be streamed. You can still basically attend your classes, and it has to be mandatory. You're going to have to log in. They're going to take a roll call, this whole thing, right? But here's the kicker. I was listening to the guy explain this to his mother as they were in Target. And he's like, yeah, Mom, like all this semester, or they're right now, they're just doing the online classes. And she was bitching, like, well, I paid all this money. I did this, we paid your tuition. He goes, no, that's okay, Mom. I can still stay in the dorms. I can still go to the cafeteria, and I can still do all my extracurricular clubs for the college. And she's like, well, how the fuck does that make any sense? If you can't sit in the class with the people, how can you go to the other places?
Yeah, really.
So that really is a good point. I mean, they're all going to be dorming together. They're all going to the cafeteria.
Well, I can tell you this.
Together.
I can tell you this from here. One of the colleges here, Tulane College, told all the students to move out.
Oh, wow.
They all have to leave.
Even that. What about the overseas ones?
Where
are they supposed to go?
Everyone has to leave. They said the dorms have to be vacant.
Well, here's the kicker. I mean, they're going to have to make some sort of provisions for those who paid for the college who came from other countries.
Well, of course.
They're going there.
Of course,
because they can't, because of the new travel ban, they can't go back home.
Exactly. They're stuck. So they're going to do stuff. They'll figure it out, I'm sure. There's that. Also on top of all this, the world's ending when Disney World closes.
Oh my God, the frickin' that guy.
The Mecca of happiness is no longer it's not open. It's shut down of all of them.
Yeah, that means all happiness ceases.
That's right. No more happiness for anyone.
No, you have to be just truly miserable as you usually are for the rest of the year. You have no happiness to go to. That's just what it is. You want some Disney World? Watch a freaking movie in your house from Redbox, or maybe you should just order it from Amazon and have it delivered.
Yes.
But make sure you look through your ring buzzer on the front of your house, just so you make sure they leave before you go out and pick up the box, and make sure you use gloves when you do, and then hand sanitize it.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's like we're going to convert the entire society into this weird OCD,
germ controlling freaks,
germophobic country.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 feet apart.
Well, guys,
it travels further than that.
I just want to say that the United States is not prepared for this.
No, well, we know we aren't.
We are not prepared for any of this. And just so you know, when they put your city and your state in quarantine, when we cannot leave our homes, guess what? That means the economy is going to crash.
Right?
People are going to
lose jobs.
People are going to lose jobs. That means money is not going to be going anywhere. That means you're going to be broke as fuck, and we're all going to have to rely on the government for subsidies.
And they're going to cut you off. They're only going to ration you if they even do that, because they don't have to.
Exactly.
It could be chaos in the streets. You never know what's going to happen. But the one thing that will stay true and constant is the ability to listen to the MHOG podcast.
That's right, guys. And you know what? Look, we will be. God, if we're all off work and we can't leave the house, you guys are gonna get bombarded with episodes. You might get one a day because we're so fucking bored.
You might get some really weird special episodes with new characters and puppets. Who knows? Because we could get that bored. It could happen.
We could do all kind of stuff where we didn't have to go to work. All we had to do is wake up and do this. You
know what I would do?
What?
I would be the man on the street. I would sneak out. I'd give everybody the updates and the 411 of what's going on around everywhere. It's like, what's happening? Who's outside?
Like,
are there mutants yet?
Do
the fish talk or animals growing legs is what's happening, the craziness. And I will let you know on the MHOG podcast.
You're going to be like, hey, fish. And the fish is going to go, Arr! And you're like, wow, it's speaking to me. What are you saying, fish? Arr! He's saying he loves us.
But it could be I was stepping on it at the same time.
Yeah, it could be the same thing, yeah. But no, man, who knows what the fuck's going to go on, man. It's going to be a weird situation.
What about your kid? What about school there? What's going on?
So far, nothing. Like, he's still, able to go to school. But you see, the thing is, the coronavirus is not affecting children.
Not all children.
Yes.
It is and you know what? They've just linked to the ones that are, for a lot of the ones that are kind of showing signs.
What's that?
There are from families that don't believe in vaccination.
Right, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I knew that was a problem. My kid's up to date, except he didn't get his 4-year-old vax yet. But he just turned 4 like a month ago, so it's not like you don't have to get him right away,
I mean, well, you work at a vet. I mean, your kid's probably got his Bordetella, his ringworm shot.
Every time he comes in, I give him a different shot. Like, hey, try this. Let's see if you're alive with this one.
I mean, have you tried squeezing his glands? Does that work for him?
No. People don't have fucking anal glands, you dumbass.
Oh, maybe they do. You just don't know about it.
Wait, dude, hold on. There was I'll tell you this story because it's really funny. There was a vet tech that I used to work with that I told years ago that people had anal glands, and she swore up and down for the rest of, like, I knew her that they did, because I told her they had them, and she goes, well, when did we get them squeezed? I said, when you turn 40.
And that is truth, people.
Yeah, truth and knowledge, guys. Truth and knowledge.
We do have those glands, and you should get them squeezed at 40.
40 years old, you got to get your anal glands. Make sure you go to the doctor and say, hey, doc, I need you to squeeze my anal glands. I'm 40 years old.
Right. And you'll feel much better.
Yeah, you'll be much looser.
Has anybody ever told you you were full of shit? That's why. You're under 40 years old and you haven't had your glands squeezed. See? God. So, I mean, make sure you get your prostate checked and get your anal gland squeezed. So that just because you know why? MHOG cares. Exactly.
So yeah, we really hope that none of this is like gets super crazy, and everybody's locked down and we all gotta fucking sit in our houses all because I told my boss this, and I said it's not only gonna be deaths from the coronavirus, but it's gonna be deaths from like people having to be in the same house with each other 24 hours a day every day.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to realize they don't like their children.
Or their wives or husbands, A
lot of it's going to be children. I know because they don't. A lot of people, because they're in school all the time, They're like, well, I didn't realize how much of a dickhead my kid was.
Jesus, I'm okay. I'm okay with mine because I spend every Thursday with my kid. So.
I was going to say he's at a young age, but I'm talking about the ones that are in that teenage rebellion stuff.
Teenage years, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, dude. Oh yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of dead people.
There's gonna be an adult purge.
It's gonna be with what is it? Oh gosh, what was the name of Vernon Smith's comic? Remember? It was a single. No, not Matilda. No, Matilda was Ted's.
That's Ted Wally's, yeah.
God, I loved it too. It was such a good book. Too. It was such a good book. It was basically what happens is all the kids go and kill the adults because the adults go or the kids go crazy. Yeah, something like that, and like they have to kill off all the adults or some shit.
No, I gotta look it up because I actually like that comic.
Yeah, I love the book, and I just can't. It's a single name, and I cannot remember it to save my fucking life. But you will look it up. He's gonna find it real quick and get us on there while I'm bullshitting here. But yeah, so like, I don't know, man. I just hope everything kind of blows over. I hope it doesn't get like super crazy, so that we don't have to be locked away and all that good stuff. I don't really.
Right.
Not that I wouldn't mind not going to work for that many days. I don't know, man.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself, honestly. I mean,
yeah,
I have a hard enough time right now,
dude.
I'd love to tell you sooner, but it's a bitch to find.
You're so stupid, man.
Here it is.
And you went off. Now he disappeared. Isn't that funny? Rum finds it and then he disappears.
Why did I disappear?
I don't know. You faded out for some reason. You said, "Here it is," and it went boom.
Can you hear me, Tess?
I hear you now, buddy.
Okay. The Adventures of Dexter Breakfast.
Nope, not that one.
Well, that's his comic.
He's got two. He's got Dexter Breakfast, and he's got the other one. Dexter Breakfast was his.
Well, he's working on Streetcar, a little Streetcar right now. What the fuck was it?
God damn it! I'm looking too. Boy, this is good pod, guys. This is very good pod.
He's got.
Dexter Breakfast is definitely one of them because it's a great book, and I've read Dexter Breakfast.
Oh, Hyde.
Yes.
Hyde. Good comic. Damn it! It's a hard name to find. You know why? Because it was hidden.
It's hid. It's hided.
It's hided, and it lives up to its name. But he's working on a lot of great stuff right now. He's got a miniseries called the Bigfoot Frankenstein.
Yep.
And some other stuff. So if you haven't seen, read, or heard of Vernon Smith, you can find him on the Google.
Yeah, he's got a lot of he's got 1, 2, I think he's got 3 if I'm not mistaken, children's books. And we have 2 of the 3, I believe. And they're really good. They're fun. It's another writer, and he did all the artwork in it. And Vernon, like I said, you have to, if you get a chance, look him up. Vernon Smith. Look up the book Hyde. Dexter Breakfast is also very good, but Hyde is where it's at, in my opinion.
Yeah, Hyde. You know what? We should try to get him back on the show sometime.
I keep telling him. I keep inviting him on. Vernon Smith was actually. I keep saying Vernon Smith. I specify his full name because I want everybody to go look him up. But anyway, Vernon was on our show. He was actually our very first guest.
Yeah, he was.
He was on episode 5 or 4. And he was our very first guest ever. Yeah. We were so excited to have him.
Were we?
Yeah, we were.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I think maybe... Yeah, because if you're feeling froggy, people, you want to hear some interesting stuff. You need to go back to those archive episodes, like the first 10, and see what the hell that was.
Wow,
because that was craziness.
We had no idea what we were doing,
and it was funny. We had so many. Sometimes we had so many people on the show; it was just insane.
Like what was it? We reached our 100th episode, and I swear to Christ, we probably had 100 people on there.
Oh yeah, it was nuts. It was just absolutely crazy.
We had every single person that was a guest on the show for up to 100 or close to it, because it was me, Rum, and Adam. Then we had Ted Wiley, Tim Lottie, Vernon Smith, 2 guys from bands, Jack Locke and someone else. It sucks that we had Mandy was on the show at that time. I mean, it was a good 10 to 12 people that we were trying to talk to. It was chaos, fucking chaos.
Rusty was on that too.
Yep.
He was on there. Yeah. But here's some interesting stuff. Go back to those early episodes. Hey, you want to learn about the past? You want to teach your kids something interesting? You forget what happened maybe 8 years ago, 8.5 years ago now? You need to go back and check out how the world changed by starting MHOG episode 1.
Yeah, start at the beginning and work your way back.
Right.
See, you only need, what is it, 600, almost 600 hours. That's all you need in your life. 600 hours, that's not much.
Right. No, but you could binge that in a weekend.
No.
Kind of.
Not really.
No. You can start to binge it.
If you listen to us from morning to night for 3 days,
you get close.
No, not even. You might get 100 episodes in.
Well, there's math involved, and MHOG does not condone the use of math.
No.
We find it absolutely silly.
So on that estimate, if you do, let's do 8 weekends, binge just 8 weekends, you'll get all the episodes. But you have to do it like
all the time.
Almost like 20 hours a day. I couldn't do that, and I was on most of them.
Yeah, well,
I mean, none of us were on every single one. So
you know what? I'm gonna throw this out right now. I'm gonna throw something out there.
Throw it.
Okay, and this is a hard challenge. A hard challenge. Okay?
Okay.
If you can listen to all the episodes up to date.
Ooh.
And write a little sentence or two about all of the episodes.
Fuck.
Something you can't just go Melissa and skip it. No. Because I've listened to all the episodes, and I have the means to go back and listen to them to double check your shit.
Yep,
so I'm going to need some information from the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay? If you download all those episodes and listen to them, write a couple sentences of each, I think we can get them a prize pack and possibly a undisclosed cash amount prize.
All right, there you go.
That will be worth your while, my friend.
Yep. All right, and on top of that, I would take, for anyone who enters. I mean, in fact, everyone who enters, I will pick and choose the sentences and I will go back and put them on our website ourselves as quotes from our fans saying about that episode, how good this episode was, or what this happened,
Sure.
like that. And you will forever be on the website. Forever.
Right. And it's quite possibly we'll be able to put your name maybe on a T-shirt as a VIP listener, and your name will be on the shirt.
Well, that's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah, that would be cool. So whatever, we'll figure it out. But
we'll do
that's the challenge. It's better than throwing ice water in your head. Sure, that was for a good cause, but hey, this is a greedy one. You can get shit. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, people. You're gonna have all this time just sitting in your house, right? Because of the woohoo flu. Here we go. You need to do something. This is what it is. This is the Corona challenge. The Corona challenge, right? We are inventing the Corona challenge, where you have to sit down and binge the MHOG podcast from episode 1 to 600. And you know what? We could put together an additional Corona challenge package that includes maybe some sort of sanitizer and some toilet paper and some Corona, the beer, and maybe some Corona or a Corona something to do with or Corona. A gift card to go get you some Corona. There you go. So, hey, this is a huge prize pack. It has just grown, and it's legal and binding since we just said it on the air. For real. Yeah. Speaking of all the giveaways that I said I was going to give away at Showcase Comic-Con, this week I will be pulling names for all those giveaways. So everyone who has signed up this week, who signed up at Showcase Comic-Con will get an email from me stating either you won or lost. Thank you for trying. Everyone's going to get an email. Every single person's going to get an email saying thank you for, stopping by the table, and we hope you guys come by and listen to our show and all that good stuff. And we appreciate you guys. But a select few will win passes to Comic-Cons or concerts or whatever. So as long as they're still, viable. You'll get the items, but I'm not gonna say that you're gonna be able to go because of Corona. Right. Thank you for being a friend, motherfucker. That's the hip hop version, yo. Yo. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So. Yeah, lots of shit going down. Isn't it suck about the St. Patrick's Day thing though? It's kind of crazy, man. Really, for them to cancel Boston, Savannah, it's just, oh my gosh, those two in New York, those are major parades. It'd been like them saying, "Hey, no Mardi Gras this year," and then people have been like, "What?" They're like, yeah. Well, luckily, it didn't happen. Before Mardi Gras was over, but because they probably would have. Yeah. They canceled. They canceled another festival here. It's called Buku Fest. That's canceled. It's a big fest. That's why it's Buku. It is it's a big one, but it's got a lot of bands that I don't know of. It's like a lot of the new age kid stuff that we're not really sure about. Like really, it's mostly hip hop and electronic, which I'm not familiar with too many of the names. The only ones that I do recognize, I think, what's his name? The Creator. What the hell's his name? Tyler, the Creator. Is that his name? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's on it. I know that. And I can't remember who else. But our friends in Raise the Death Toll, the death metal band Raise the Death Toll, were going to be playing that, and which really sucks because that was a big opportunity for those guys. They're a local band. They're really fucking incredible, and there you go. Raise the Death Toll can't play it. Man, you know what? We're gonna have to have our own little party, I guess, on maybe online or something. I don't know. We'll do something around that time. I'll tell you what. You know what? Since St. Patty's Day is coming up, and I know you're gonna be getting drunk. Yeah. I'll probably be at a pub. We might, if Rum still wants to record, I think we will, if he does. What we can do is we can do something that we don't normally do on this show. What's that? We're going to do
our very own St. Patrick's Day radio station.
Ooh.
Me and Rum are going to pick some songs. I'm going to pick a bunch of local guys, get some songs from the guys that we talk about on here. Rum, you pick some songs. And then what we can do is we can do nothing but music, but us bullshitting in between.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun. Like we don't do that normally. We don't ever always do that. Sometimes we do it for like the clip shows and this and that. But this time, I think we ought to do it because, you know what? Fuck the coronavirus. Everything else is like getting canceled and whatnot. So why not give these guys some airplay? Some of these bands that we talk to that don't normally get airplay, like the guys from Raise the Death Toll. I'll get one of their songs. We'll put it on there.
Pete.
We'll get a song from Pete. We'll play those dudes. We'll get, of course, Jack Locke stuff. He's always on our show, but fuck it. We'll play him too because we love the guy.
Sure. Professor, what's his,
Professor Fuzz.
Professor Fuzz.
Yeah,
there we go.
We'll do that, man. And I got some import stuff that was given to me by oh God, I can't remember his last name. Dylan is his first name. A gentleman who is in a band from Alabama. The band Future Hate from Alabama. He's one of the guys in that band, and he also has his own record label with another gentleman named Warzy. And Warzy is from overseas. So I have
what about
4 imports from that record label.
That's awesome.
Yes, we can put some stuff from those dudes on there.
What about maybe some we could talk to was it Event Horizon?
Yeah.
And
Ricky, I can see if I can get a tune from Ricky.
Jablion.
Yeah. Maybe a little.
We could have.
Maybe a little.
We could have a whole thing.
Project Ascension, some music from those dudes. Maybe I can get a little Misled tune on here. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
you never know.
I'm gonna do a lot of work. I'm gonna get some songs sent to us.
Irish flavor.
What?
We'll do all of it, but we'll introduce it all with an Irish flavor.
Right, and you know what else we'll do? Well, since we don't get paid for this and it doesn't really matter, I am going to go and get maybe like a Flogging Molly song or who's the other guys?
Oh, I mean, there's so many. Flogging Molly, Dropkick Murphys.
That's the one I was thinking. Dropkick Murphys. And maybe we'll play a little bit of those guys too, because those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah.
I know normally we can't play because it's copyright and we're going to get in trouble. Fuck it. Whatever. We're not getting paid for it. So, you know what? We're just going to give a little sample of each song at the beginning. And then just to give you a little taste.
Maybe a couple Irish skits in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? We'll create it as we go.
It'll be fun.
It'll be something.
It'll be different, man. Like I said, it's kind of break up the monotony, guys. And I know a lot of y'all are going to be pissed and aggravated, but just don't hurt nobody. Keep cool. It'll blow over eventually. And,
yeah,
life will go on. I mean, unfortunately, if I say that now and it ends up being the fucking zombie apocalypse, I apologize ahead of time.
Right. But we'll still do the show. So,
right, yeah. We'll be in the houses while zombies are banging on the doors, man.
Well, we may be the zombies. We go.
Kind of sound like.
How come zombies can't talk? I don't understand.
They sound like Sling Blade when I was doing it.
Mustard and biscuits.
I like that. What you gonna do with that lawnmower? I reckon I'm gonna kill you with it. Hey. There's a Kaiser blade, but I call it a Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
Push it.
You talk to Billy? No, I'm sorry.
No.
I just.
Nah.
But anyway, yeah, what? We haven't had a lot of. There was a time, speaking of that movie, that all you had to do was play somebody who was retarded and you could get an award. They don't do that much anymore. Speaking of people that are retarded and have won awards, hey, Tom Hanks and his wife had the coronavirus.
They do.
They do.
Who's gonna play that in a movie?
I don't know.
Can't get Tom Hanks to do it, but don't bumps.
No, well, he'll be fine. He has money.
Maybe we can get his kid to do it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was a decent actor-ish.
He was in a lot of funny movies.
Yeah, he was in a lot of comedy shit. Yeah. But, yeah, that's weird. Hey, I didn't know his wife was an artist and performer.
Yeah, his wife's also an actress.
I didn't know that she sang, though.
I didn't know she sang.
Yeah, she was at a sold-out concert when they received the news
Ooh.
that she was performing at. I'm like, what concert? What does she do? What is she, one of those, play a pan flute or something? I've never heard of her.
I don't know. Maybe she plays a flesh flute. Ha!
Oh.
Tom Hanks's.
That's possible. But
Wilson.
Probably not now. Probably as long as she can do it from 6 feet away.
Impressive. Most impressive.
She uses an old rainbow vacuum cleaner hose.
But you're not a Jedi yet. Yeah, I know, right?
For those kids out there that don't know what a rainbow vacuum cleaner are, it's kind of like a big overpriced vacuum cleaner that was sold in the late 80s, early 90s that costed like $4,000, and you had to carry this thing around. It looked like a droid from Star Wars.
Yes.
And you had to fill it with water, and sometimes you could put scent in it, like aromatherapy shit to make your carpet smell good. And it had all these 40-pound attachments you had to drag around with you.
It was an interesting thing.
Cleaner it was so insanely huge.
Like your googe.
Like my googe.
Oh, God. You know what we need to do right now, since we haven't done it yet? We need to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll talk a little bit more. But here is our commercial for here's a commercial for the North Shore Pop Culture Store. Go check these guys out if you need anything Funko.
Funko Pop Culture. Funko Pop Culture. A brand new store. Amazing collectibles. You need to check out North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles, specializing in all things Funko. Funko Pop Culture. Buy, sell, or trade. North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles is the place for serious collectors. And when they say specializing in all things Funko, they're not kidding. This inventory is massive. So much stuff. So many items at North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles. You never know what you're gonna find. You may find another gem you weren't even looking for. So don't forget to call or stop by North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles, specializing in all things Funko. Located at 1394 Corporate Square Boulevard, Slidell, Louisiana, 70458, or call 985-265-4279. Check them out! It's Funko! It's pop culture. You can't go wrong. Funko Pop Culture.
So hey out there, are you ready for an amazing show? I can't stop listening to these guys. It's the Metal Hand of God podcast, the podcast with the hottest guys made for radio, with voices that make my panties drop like they're on fire. And now here are your hosts, the Devil's Own, Wayne, the badass, Barris, and the man who soothes my weary soul, the legendary Rum Guy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And now the MHOG is on the air.
All right, there you go, for adults only. Not that kind of toy shop.
Call me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we've been getting some interesting calls. And I picked up this voicemail recently about from a young lady. I don't think she's very young, but it was a young lady. Yeah, I know. It's a young lady, and she's a fan of the show. And to respect the young lady, we're going to actually play this voicemail. So we don't do that very often because we don't always get these cool things and stuff like that. We get other stuff.
Now we get a lot of other stuff.
But so we figured, why not? We'll give it a shot, and hopefully she doesn't get mad. So, all right, here's this amazing voicemail. Check it out.
Hey, darlings. My name is Betty Boobsaggin. Now, I'm not going to tell you why that's my last name, because it's not a pretty picture. Let me tell you that, okay? Anywho, I just wanted to leave you this voicemail because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to catch up on your podcast. And let me say that you motherfuckers are crazy, okay? Like, who drinks champagne on a Tuesday just for nothing? Now, the rum guy, he should live up to his name and drink rum. But I guess if you have it, you drink it. Anyway, Wayne, you little handsome devil. I would love to come on your podcast one day, but I don't think your wife would like it very much, if you know what I'm saying. God damn it. Oh, what was I saying?
Ma, I'm ready.
God damn it, Patrick. You're 30 years old. Wipe your own ass. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with this kid. He's like 30 years old. He don't know how to wipe his own ass. I'm tired of looking at that hairy motherfucker. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. I love your podcast. Talk to you later, I guess. You know, I don't know. Y'all just stay crazy. Bye.
So there you go. There's our little voicemail. We're completely flattered by it, and we appreciate all of our fans. So if anybody else wants to, send us messages, please feel free. We're always open for anything. Yeah. Yeah. But speaking of interesting things that are happening to the MHOG podcast. So guys, as you can see, this is episode 591. So that means we're 9 episodes away from the big 600.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
I was going to say, by the way, if you were one of the lucky ones to purchase one of the MHOG 300 art prints, they've now doubled in value.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. Lucky you.
So now we are reaching episode 600, and which is very cool. So we have a lineup of guests coming this month. Like, there's going to be a bunch of guests that are going to be kicking ass heading towards 600. And I'm going to name drop a few because it's kind of cool. I mean, we have professional wrestler coming on from Pro Wrestling 225 outside of Baton Rouge, which will be really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Should I give out their names, man?
No. Let them wait on it.
Okay. We have an incredible band coming pretty soon called, you got to look these guys up because they're insane, Radioactive Chicken Heads.
Man, this band is hysterical, and they're good, so that makes it's a twofer.
Look, like I said, you got to look them up. Look them up.
Go to YouTube, type them in, see their video. It will change your life.
We also have a huge hip-hop star coming on the show.
We do?
We do.
I know we do.
Oh, I thought you said we do, like question mark. No, we do. We have a huge hip-hop star coming on the show. In fact, he's going to be on 2 weeks from now. So that'll be really cool. Be on the lookout for that episode. I'm gonna do more advertisement for it pretty soon to build up for him, because it's a big deal, and I'm excited that he's actually coming on the show. It's really cool, and he seems to be like such a nice person, so it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that'll be very cool. Looking forward to that one. But again, just wait for the ads. We're not going to tell you his name.
Nope.
Not that guy.
No. And we also have a returning guest, and she is from when we were doing lots of cosplay people. So we have a lot of cool guests coming, guys. Like, it's really, really cool, and everything's building up. Oh, and by the way, 600 is going to be a 2-part episode, and we're going to have some big guests on that. And I'm not I'm not just talking about our friend guests. I mean, like, big guests, like names that you would like to see and hear.
Exactly. And it's it's just something we want to give to you. It's something that you've stuck with us this long. And if you haven't stuck with us this long, if you're new to the show, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate the downloads have been going up through the roof. We're apparently hitting a chord with quite a few people, and in a positive way, hopefully. Even if it isn't, at least they're downloading.
Yeah.
And so we want to do good things. Wayne brings you so many amazing shows down there in Louisiana, and with the show, and we want to get you some amazing guests. And this is the rolling out of the big year here. We're coming into spring, and here we go. It's full out. It's going to be crazy.
And don't forget, we are still on the works on doing live stuff, but with Rum having to deal with the stuff that he has to deal with now, there was no way we could do our February deadline. We apologize. But it's coming. We promise you guys, it is coming. It's a lot of stuff that we had to work through, a lot of technical shit. So, and family stuff, of course. But and in a couple weeks, or in the coming weeks, I'll have a big announcement that'll give us more opportunities, include myself. So when all that's all said and done, man, we're gonna have a lot of crazy shit going on. A lot of big guests are coming. A lot of really cool stuff, bigger shows, bigger things. And we just say thank you guys, and we're just gonna keep giving away shit and trying to make you guys love us even more. You know what I mean?
That's right. Because we are the original ones that at least stayed the distance away from you, so we're always keeping you safe.
Right, we're always at least 6 feet away. Always. Yes, and you can't get it through your ears.
That's right. At least not yet.
Oh man. So anyway, have you been watching anything, dude? You been catching up on any TV or anything while we got a few minutes?
No, absolutely nothing,
yeah,
dude.
I figured, dude. You been...
I come home, I shower, I burn whatever clothes I had on at the time, and then it's back to dealing with what we do the next day. Because half the day is dealing with the helping dealing with the stuff from the estate,
right,
and all that stuff, and then the other half is dealing with the house and doing that sort of stuff. And it's been a lot, it's been a lot, and I just haven't had time. I turn on TV. You ever just get those times where we walk in the house, you just turn the TV on and stare at it like you don't even care if it's an infomercial.
I do it every single day I come home. I put on the same channel, and it's the same shit, and I don't even care it's on. It's just noise.
Yeah. I was just excited if I turn it on, there's a movie on, because I know I've got at least that much time that I can just stare at something.
I mean, what I do is I'll come home. I'll get everything ready for dinner and stuff, and feed the kid and feed the wife, and bathe the kid. The wife. Yeah, and after I finish all that, they go to bed. I stay up for another 2 hours, maybe, just basically staring at the TV.
Just you time.
Just to sit there, and then I'll pick up my phone or whatever, and that's when I usually do my best hunting for guests, around that time.
Sure.
Just because I got the free time to do it, and then after that, man, I just kind of, if I don't fall asleep on the couch, and I get up and go lay down and start the day all over again, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, but it is what it is for me right now. And same thing with you, I know. But that's why we do this, and it's a nice way of connecting with people, Yeah,
I mean, I agree. I mean, look, dude, if it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't have a break. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be doing this show. I wouldn't be doing the show. I'd be just fucking sleeping.
Just fucking. That's what he'd be doing.
Yeah. Making more kids.
He'd just be making more kids, leeching off, whatever. Just.
I need to make some more kids so I get some of that government money.
That's it. That's what you got to do. I mean, it worked for ODB. It might as well work for you.
Yeah. ODB. ICP. Sorry. That's a song, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna be an uncle again.
Purpose?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, come either tonight or tomorrow. My niece will be born. My brother-in-law and his girlfriend are gonna be having a new little girl. So I'll have another one. Her name will be Brooklyn.
It seems to be a popular name this year.
It is. It's a very popular name, but I like it. I dig it. It's not a bad name. It's better than some that I've heard. So, Brooklyn and her brother's name is.
Why name her after some place in New York? They're not from New York.
I don't know.
Why don't they name her somewhere local? Like, could be Baby. Maybe why don't you call her Slidell?
That don't sound right, man.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Slidell. What up? What about little baby Kenner?
Hey,
That's one of her boys' name.
No, Kenna.
Kenna.
Yeah.
Baby Kenna.
No.
That could work. That could be a girl's name.
Kenna could work. Metry can't work. Metairie can't work. That's too much. Harahan, no.
Ooh, Harahan.
You can do River.
Hara?
You could do. You can
first
name
and middle name Harahan Barris or whatever the last name is.
You can name a kid River, and her middle name could be Ridge.
River Ridge.
River Ridge.
There you go. Or if it's a boy, middle name. Now keep this in mind. I'm doing first, middle, and whatever. We're going to use your last name right now.
Don't use my last name because I don't want everybody knowing my last name. God damn it.
Okay. It's
not that they don't know it already.
Wes Bank, whatever the last name is. West Bank.
West Bank. That's terrible, bro. That's straight up ghetto.
It's West Bank.
What's up, West Bank?
It sounds money.
Look, if my last name was Bank, yes, most certainly my kid's name would be West.
West Bank.
West Bank, what's up? Yeah. No, that's so fucking terrible. Oh, that's one of the most awful names ever. Oh, God.
Good times.
Yeah. Temporary layoff. Good times.
Well, speaking of temporary layoff.
Yeah.
I think it's about that time.
It is. I'm going to get off here and probably do what I just said I do. Stare at the TV.
I'm going to go disinfect stuff. So.
All right, man. Well, you enjoy your night. Okay. Tell everyone I said hello. And for everyone out there, again, thank you all so very much for sticking with us for so long. And we promise that this is only going to get bigger and more chaotic as we go.
The show, too.
Yes. The show is going to be crazy. Trust me. And then we will, in the future, which I think I'm going to be planning for episode 666, there will be a live show. And we are going to get some satanic bands to play it. So it's going to be interesting. So anyway, like I said, bigger and better. So, okay, guys. Well, thank y'all for joining us. And like I always said, I was your host, Wayne.
And I am Rum West Bank.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to keep it metal! Satan!
Adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Get the fuck out!
Okay then. That's it.